We talk about peaking early in a tournament. The question, Joy, did South Africa choke too early?
It's a difficult one.
Were they almost like,
yeah, they were
going
scared.
without a plan, little
and
scared, tentative?
They all looked tentative. And there's, again, I go back to one of his favorite captains, Saurav Ganguly. He used to say, and his belief was, he said that if you've now got in 20 balls, 25 balls, you've got in, you complete the game, you finish it from here. And I look back at this batting order and I see at least 5 batsmen have got in. Mamla has got in, du Plessis has got in, Markram has got in, Van Dusen has got in, Miller has got in. All 5 batsmen got themselves in. Yeah. And not one of them completed their job. That for me is the tragedy of the South African side. And again, you look at Miller and you say, okay, he started swinging, he started getting runs. Couldn't he have started swinging, say, 5 this thing over? And not only that, we didn't see any instructions come out saying, boss, get it on with. Because see, this is not just another match for South Africa. We've discussed at the beginning, this is a knockout match. They lose this match, they are almost certainly out of this tournament. And mathematically, I think they are out of the tournament if they lose this match.
Lack of plan? They just didn't seem to have the intent, the energy that you would expect to see, as we said, for the last time I'll say it, in a cup tie, where you know that it's do or die. You have a different kind of body language on that day. And today it seemed like, yeah, just another league game, another 10 games to go.
Well, the match is not over as yet. So that is something which South Africa should be having a lookout for. And especially someone in the dressing room now needs to just wake everyone up and say that, okay, right now, you can lose this game in 40 overs. It's fine. Because you have to go in with that kind of attitude. You have to go for the kill. You can't now think that, okay, we'll settle our line and lengths and all that. No. You go out there, either you lose the game in 40 overs or you win the game in 40 overs by getting the team all out. So that's something should be the approach because they have the resources. They have Rabada, they have Ngidi, they have Chris Morris and Peklukwa. So on this track, if it's helping seamers, you have 4 bowlers. So go in with the approach of saying that it's a 40-over match and not 49 overs. Imran Tahir, as someone who's been a very good leggy, has created that impact. So if you get support from him as well, and you get that early inroads in this New Zealand batting lineup, then yes, you can win the match. But you have to believe it that way. You have to think that way. And there is no room for letting this tentativeness come in your group.
That's the word. Tentative is the word that you saw today throughout. The other thing was, I think McCullum was pointing out that the way Bolt was bowling, there's certain footmarks which is going to look very nice for Imran Tahir. If, he gives him a place to put it. The right hander, it's going to, it's going to be a bit difficult for the right hander if he manages to use those footmarks well. So there is something to play for, but as he said, you can't be tentative anymore, and that was the only surprising thing for us. It wouldn't have been surprising if they were shot out for 180 or they scored 300. It's this 240 and they still had 5-6 wickets in hand with a fairly deep batting side. That's what didn't work for anybody.